There's been a real resurgence for the open-ear style of earbuds this year. There are some fantastic options on the market right now, and we looked at some of those in a roundup I did recently featuring the top 5. But there's a new contender on the scene from Soundcore, the AeroFit 2. This is a successor to the original AeroFit from last year, but what's interesting is that they, in many ways, beat the AeroFit Pro that released alongside them. Now, for full disclosure, Soundcore sent these over to me to review, but as always I'll be sharing just my honest thoughts with both pros and cons. They had no input or control over this video at all. They're seeing it for the first time along with you. We're going to discuss everything that's new with this model, all of the changes and upgrades over the predecessors, and how exactly these stack up against the current market leaders, because we might just have a new champion. So first of all, in the box you get the earbuds themselves, a USB A to C charging cable, and the usual paperwork. I'll be showing off this really nice looking minty green colour, but you can get these in white, black and blue as well. The charging case is a little bit larger than for the original AeroFit, it's closer in size to the Pro case, but it has some minor design tweaks like this large LED light bar for the battery and pairing status. Best of all though is that they've added wireless charging support. Not even the Pros had this before, and it's a very convenient feature, especially for earbuds. The earbuds have an all-new adjustable and more flexible design that aims to improve the fit and comfort. The ear hooks have an ultra-soft silicone texture, and the new double-curved surface helps to distribute pressure more evenly. But more importantly, they're rotatable across 4 levels. So this will not only suit more ear sizes, but in effect allows you to tighten them for say sports use, and then loosen them for added comfort. It also means you can position the speaker directly over the ear canal, so it's likely you'll get a better sound experience with these, but more on that later. The earbuds overall are slightly heavier than the original AeroFit, but the adjustable nature of this second-gen model should make for a more comfortable, or at least more practical design in general. They're certainly more comfortable than the Pro model, and I could happily wear these for hours at a time, and have often forgotten I was wearing them. What's great about ear hook designs is that they stay put during exercise. You don't have to worry about an earbud being shaken loose and dropping to the floor. Plus, the open nature of the design, leaving your ear canal exposed, means you can maintain spatial awareness. It's the reason I like them so much for running, and I especially enjoy that these don't bounce around or need to clamp onto your ears. They fit gently, but securely. They're protected against sweat and dust with an IP55 rating, so the dust protection is new and makes these more durable than the Pros. Weirdly though, they actually lose the fully submersible rating that the original AeroFit has. That's one of 2 small downgrades you'll find with this second-gen model. Touch controls return and are just as responsive as before, but we have improved gestures. You can now add a triple tap gesture for even more control, which is great. The single tap gesture is off by default, and I would recommend this since you can often trigger the single tap by mistake when putting these on. I was sad not to see wearing detection added, so there's still no auto pause and play, but in general the controls are good. Obviously, one thing that distinguished the Pro model before was having button controls rather than touch, so that remains a difference from the new AeroFit 2. Elsewhere in the app you can still adjust the left-right balance, the auto power off time, prompt tones, find your earbuds, and manage your connected devices. One new addition is gaming mode, which not only reduces the latency, but even enhances sounds like footsteps and voices. Toggling this on, you do notice the difference, so that makes these a better option for gamers than both the original AeroFit and the Pro model. Further upgrades to connectivity include the latest Bluetooth 5.4, and we now have support for the high-res LDAC codec. Multi-point returns as well, though these still don't have Google Fast Pair support. I would have wanted to see that added as well. Battery life is also roughly the same. We get a solid 10 hours on a single charge and 42 hours in total. I think the slight drop is down to the new drivers. Battery life is the second of the 2 small downgrades I mentioned before, but I'll absolutely take this minor drop given that we now have convenient wireless charging support, and certainly for the improvement of sound quality we get here. So another thing people often want to know about is the mic quality. You're listening to the original AeroFit now, and I have to say the mic quality is pretty good. They do let in some background noise, and they can make your voice sound a little bit unnatural, and there is a little bit of muffling when you've got loud passing traffic, for example, but in general, these are pretty good for phone calls. Okay, and you're now listening to the new AeroFit 2, and I do think there is a slight improvement with this new model. My voice just sounds a little bit clearer and more natural during calls. The background noise levels are quite similar to the original model, but overall, there is a small improvement to phone calls with the AeroFit 2.
And finally, just to give you some context, you're now listening to the AeroFit Pro. So you can probably hear not a huge difference from the other two models, but I would say that the new AeroFit 2 has a slightly more natural sounding voice. So I would say they're the best overall, but there's only a small improvement to phone call quality overall.
Now, I mentioned earlier the new drivers with the AeroFit 2, and along with the new bass turbo acoustic structure, these deliver the best upgrade of all. In short, the sound quality upgrade over the predecessor, and even compared to the AeroFit Pro, is massive. Even without enabling high-res listening on LDAC, you will immediately hear sound that is far richer, much higher in clarity, and certainly louder. The quality is improved across the range of frequencies. You get stronger, fuller sounding bass, you get clearer mids with better instrument separation and cleaner vocals, and you also have crisper and more detailed highs. It's a very obvious improvement, and these are possibly the best sounding open-ear earbuds I've tested yet. You also get much louder volume, and this addresses one of the key issues with the predecessor. Max volume on the AeroFit is roughly 60 to 70% of the AeroFit 2, so it's a significant difference. I still don't think the max volume is completely deafening in ways in-ear earbuds often are, but it's a huge improvement. It certainly makes them much more usable outdoors in noisy environments, and will be the deal maker for many people. The soundcore app still offers a wide range of equalizer options, including custom modes to fine-tune the sound to your preference, and the 3D surround sound mode returns as well. Soundcore themselves acknowledge this is best suited to films and games, and it can be quite cool for this, but I find it only diminishes your music experience. It's worth noting that there's no spatial sound mode like with the Pros, but if you watch my full review on the Pros, then you'll know what I thought about that anyway. It's certainly not a miss here. So the AeroFit 2 brings some significant improvements over the predecessor, and I expected Soundcore to therefore increase the price. But these retail just below $100, the same as with the originals. So that's not only great to see, but it makes the AeroFit 2 one of the best value open earbuds on the market right now. Maybe even the very best. For me, it's an absolute no-brainer to get these instead of the original AeroFit. Now that I've had the sound quality improvements, I don't think there's any price difference that would make the predecessor worth getting instead. And unless button controls and the detachable neckband are essential features to you, they're much better than the Pros as well. I still suspect Soundcore might yet release an upgraded Pro model, but there's really nothing major I find missing with the AeroFit 2, or that I'd want to see upgraded. They already deliver the improvements one might expect from a worthy successor: a better design, convenient wireless charging, and far better sound quality. There are still some recent entries to the market, like Nothing's open earbuds, that I'd want to compare these with before crowning a definitive champion. But for now I can say that Soundcore's AeroFit 2 are an impressive open earbud, a big improvement over their predecessors, and are certainly in contention for being the best on the market. Do let me know in the comments if you think there's another open-ear model that can beat these, especially where value for money is concerned. Also, if you have any questions about the earbuds, anything I might have missed, just leave those down below. If you found this video helpful at all, then please give it a like, and make sure you're subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you get notified when new videos go live. Thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll hopefully see you next time.